It's good. He plays the fox in it, and it's the same thing. Like he's got the dry humor, and I love it. It's so funny.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to know, because we actually just added that to our watch list, but I couldn't get her into it. She wanted to go back to Moana, or you know what I mean, like one of those ones we've watched 80 times. We haven't worked Zootopia into the rotation yet. I'm hoping she'll let me put a new one on soon. Well, that's good to know.
He's been there.
Yeah, really, right? I saw somebody posted the thing from Family Guy where Stewie is saying "Mom, Mommy, Mom, Mama, 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 Mommy, Mom, Mom" over and over and over, and we're just kind of entering that phase now. It's not quite there, but it's pretty close. And often it's not.
Penny's still kind of in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Like if I'm doing something, if I'm texting somebody back or something, and I'm just kind of ignoring them because I need to focus for a second.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, Mommy, Mommy, Mom. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Autumn is more like,
just give me a minute.
Yeah. Usually I'll be on the couch or whatever, and if I'm texting somebody and I look away from her for a second to answer, then it's a little bit of mommy, or it's just like Mom, just like crawling all over my head. That's usually what happens. She just sort of goes all over. I often feel like the mother lion, because she's like the little cub that just sort of is always all over you. I love it.
Yeah.
and I there are definitely annoying moments, but it's like, just last that long. She's only going to be annoying for that long in this way, you know.
I know.
We'll have her annoying moments forever, but
yeah.
But so sweet. I don't care when she's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's because I only have her half.
No, it's hard to appreciate. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
It's hard to appreciate the moments when you're in them.
Yeah. But again, like I've said before, I think it's a blessing to only have her half the time, because those moments of frustration are fewer and further between.
Yeah.
Which is very fortunate for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, have you seen Arrested Development?
Yes. And yes, that's a great one. I had to like click back to what that is for a second. That's a good one. I never watched it from beginning to end. And like there were I kind of watched in the end and didn't understand what had happened, because you kind of do have to know some of the storyline in that.
Yeah.
No, that one's great. Tobias, wonderful.
I know.
Yeah, that's a really good show. All of the characters in that are super strong and hilarious.
Oh, I know. Yeah. They had released, like they did the seasons and it kind of ended. They canceled it or whatever. And then they released another season. I don't know. They released a season and then they didn't like the way that they did it, so they did it completely over. Okay. So we had watched it when they released it, and then we saw it come up on Netflix again, and we're like, is there new episodes? So we're watching them and we're like, we've seen this, like this is really familiar. So we're watching the whole thing and we're like, but that's not what they did. Why is it right? We were completely confused. So we had to Google it, but it said that they had totally redone them and they were similar but not exactly the same. It was so weird. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So did they still have, like on Netflix, do they still have the original ending and the second ending? Or did they just switch it entirely? I don't think so. I think they replaced them. Yeah. That's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah. Because I'm sure that viewers watching both. Hi. Who you got? Can I help you? Hello. I can't see. I can just see your shoulder. Hi. I'm with Mama. That's cute. Yeah. What are you doing today? Is that like a toy cat? Yeah. Autumn would love that. She would. Are you staying in here? Yes. Okay, you gotta be quiet. We have an audience now.
Okay, good. We've always had an audience. Well, in the future, we have a future audience.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Arrested Development's a good one. So yeah, I want to get into Ozark. I think I would really enjoy that.
I think you would too. In fact, I'm considering going back and watching the first 2 seasons because the first season is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the second season, the second season is it's really good. It's a continuation, but it's really, you know, I mean, it's never like the first one, right? Because the first one grabs you, and then the second one, you know, it develops and stuff. And the third one, when I watched the first episode of the third season, it did the whole recap at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh my God, right, I forgot about that. So I want to go back and watch all of them again, I think. And, you know, there's a little bit of time now, so I think I might do. What are you doing today?
Yeah.
Did you put that there instead of
you? What are you doing? I don't know if you've ever heard of Go Noodle.
No. What's Go Noodle?
Penny's teacher sent us a bunch of links for different things to do with the kids, and one of the things was Go Noodle. It's a website. It's just gonoodle.com, and it's an interactive exercise website for kids.
Oh, cool.
So they do different videos, and the kids do it, like some of them are dances. So they sing songs and you dance to the songs. Some of them are like popular songs and they have dances for those. And some of them, it's like an obstacle course, and it looks like you're running on a track, and then you have to like jump over things and duck and swerve out of the way, and it's really cool.
Go on the right side and go on the left side.
Yeah.
And duck on the left side and duck on the right side.
Yeah. So we were doing that. It was a lot of fun.
That's fun.
We did one of them was it was called Unicorn Noodles.
Yeah.
And
Unicorn Noodles?
It was kind of hard.
Yeah, they talked about the different planets and the order that they're in from the sun. So they made up a song to go along with all that.
Nice.
It was a little weird, but
it was. They were rainbow at one point.
They were rainbow
when we did. Ew.
The planets were a rainbow?
The people.
The people.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to watch it.
And they were doing ew.
Yeah. Cool. I think I would enjoy that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Why did you put an elastic instead of holding it?
Because since I got this phone, it won't fit in the holder anymore. It's too big. I have a hair tie holding my phone to the tripod.
Right, I figured.
Because it's easier to put it on there.
Yeah, and this is a long conversation, so her arm would have got tired.
This is too big for it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you put an elastic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
And your phone.
One show that I watched a lot when I was younger that I really, really loved, and I was saying to Alex last night that I want to watch it again if we can find it, is The Golden Girls.
Oh my gosh, yes. That was good. I've been thinking about that show recently for some reason.
Oh, really?
When I was little, so you would have been really little. Like, did you watch that as a kid, or did you watch like reruns of it when you were older?
It was.
Kirby's here.
I don't know what years it was on. I remember watching it when I was little.
Yeah.
But when we lived in Florida, I would say 99, 2000, it was on reruns, and Mom and I would watch it like every night. Yeah,
that was a good show. Yeah, because I like the originals. I don't know what years it was on, but the originals, I was a kid, so you would have been like super little, I think. However, because it was like racy, because of Blanche mostly, I wasn't allowed to watch it. I remember getting so mad at Dad because it was Dad. If it was coming on and they were gonna watch it, I had to go upstairs to my room. I wasn't allowed to stay in the room when Golden Girls was on. Not if Dad was around. If Dad was around, Mom, I don't think cared, but
yeah. That was Party of Five and Ally McBeal.
Oh yeah, Ally McBeal.
That was that show for me. My sister, when we lived in Cocoa Beach, Florida, my sister lived with us and she was going to school and stuff. Mm-hmm. So we had a TV in our room and we shared a room. Mm-hmm. And Kendi would want to watch it at night when it was on. Mm-hmm. And my stepdad would get mad at me for being in the room because I wanted to watch it with her, but he didn't allow me to watch it
in your room. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Kendi would either have to watch it in the living room or I would have to leave the bedroom so that she could watch the show.
Yeah.
And then some nights she'd be like,
very well. Sorry.
She would be like, shh, don't tell them that we're watching it.
Be ready to change the channel really quick, just in case.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't remember Ally McBeal very well, but I do remember it was a little racy and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of it. I remember the bathroom was co-ed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's the biggest thing that I remember from it. And I know that they were lawyers, but I don't remember much other than that.
Yeah. And Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She was pretty cool. She was pretty badass. She is pretty badass.
Yeah. She is.
Well, she plays badass characters. She's probably like a kitten in real life. Do you have any other shows on your list?
I have a couple of like honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, loved it. I was so upset about the ending. Like how
I was very upset.
What did you think it should have been?
I was upset with the last 2 seasons because the second to last season, nothing really happened.
It's always the way. Wasn't there 7 seasons? Is that right? No, there were more than that.
8 was the last one. Yeah.
But there's always like one season late in a show, like late in the run of a show that is just like, why did you even do this? Don't you find? Like Sons of Anarchy, like the 6th season was like, why didn't you just take a break? Just take a year off and move on.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted as usual.
Oh, just, not much happened. It seemed like they were leading up to something amazing happening and then it just kind of like ended and you weren't satisfied. You kind of felt let down, I guess. I was pretty upset when it ended.
I tend to have really low expectations for like series endings because how can they possibly end it in a way that's satisfying? That's how I see it. Like same with Sons of Anarchy. It was kind of like, well, yeah, I'm not going to do the spoiler thing with this one, but because I'm sure there are people who haven't seen the whole series, but it's like how can, if you've loved a show so much, how can it possibly end in a way that's satisfying? Same with Sopranos. People were upset about how that one ended, like they have to end it.
I haven't seen that.
So I have really low expectations. So I didn't really care.
Yeah. I know. It's just like the first 3 seasons were so intense and there was so many amazing things that had happened.
It's true.
And it just kind of went downhill from there. And I was just like, I wish I hadn't finished watching it.
I can see that.
So that I could have been left with that, like, that feeling that it was so good.
Yeah. Did you like it right off the bat? Like from like the first episode, the first time, really? It took me 3 tries to get through the first episode. Once I finally got through it, and then I was like, then I watched the second and then I was hooked. But the first episode I got like halfway through twice and I was like, I just don't get it. But then I fell completely in love with it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shows that are like that. Like Community was that. We had started it a while ago, years ago, I think when it first really started. Mm-hmm. And we were just kind of like, it's not great.
Mm.
And then we started watching it again because people